While Mia is sitting on the sofa rubbing her head, her eyes staring at the floor, her face filled with stress and untraceable pain. There is no one in the home except her, sitting alone and waiting for her husband's arrival, while her mind is overthinking and recalling something. I don't understand what I should say or how to tell Jungkook about my problem. Will he believe me over his younger brother? Minho, what a disgusting brother-in-law he is. She is biting her lower lip as her palms start sweating just from saying his name on her lips. It's only been a few months since Jungkook and I got married. Ours is an arranged marriage. After marrying Jungkook and living in this home, he never made me feel sad about anything. Jungkook used to treat me like I was precious, and his mom did too. But since 1 month, everything has changed. When his mom left to stay at grandpa's home for a few weeks, leaving me alone with Jungkook. It's all started when his younger brother came from India to stay with us after completing his studies. Minho is also 2 years older than me. When Minho came, my bond with Jungkook started fading slowly, and it still is. This is because of Minho. Now Jungkook is a bit cold towards me. He is busy with his work and not spending time with me like before. In the beginning, Minho was trying to touch me and talk to me, which felt weird. But I wasn't suspicious of him since I saw him as my brother. But once when Jungkook wasn't at home, Minho tried to cross the line with his behavior. But when I tried to tell Jungkook before, he told me I have to take care of Minho like a mother. Since his mom was staying at grandpa's home, Jungkook said it was my responsibility and he didn't want anyone to point a finger at his wife to blame for any reason. Of course, he loves me so much too, but I have been suppressing Minho's nasty behavior towards me since then. Just waiting for his mom to return, so she stays at home and he never approaches me whenever Jungkook isn't around. But my decision was disturbed 2 weeks ago because Jungkook didn't come home one night as he was too busy. When his younger brother came, he tried to touch me in a wrong way, which scared me like hell. Then I slapped him, but when I tried to tell Jungkook, I remember something his mom told me before leaving, that she couldn't bear if her family shut up for any reason. I needed to take care of everything and handle everything in her place until she came back. So I couldn't tell Jungkook anything. Since then, because she slapped him, he was creating misunderstandings between Jungkook and her, making Jungkook distance himself from her with her work as well. Since then, small confrontations have been happening between them, and now Jungkook has turned a bit cold towards her, and he became a work hard. While misses her husband's love and even his words. While she was alone, calm and suffering, the doorbell started ringing, which brought her back to reality. She glanced at the door, thinking Jungkook must have come. She went out and opened the door with a small smile to invite him, but her smile faded when she saw him. Your smile is so sexy, Warren. Keep smiling for me, dear. He winked at her, and she replied with disgust. Didn't I tell you to call me sister-in-law? I don't feel like calling you sister-in-law. I want to call you baby girl, baby. Shut up, Mio. Change your tone towards me and call me in the polite way. Otherwise, I'll tell your brother to discipline you. I'm tired. I'm going to my room. He patched her and went to his room. Why hasn't Jungkook come back here? Even Minho is home. She was calling his phone number, but he wasn't answering. Her face grew, but brightened up soon when she heard Jungkook's call. Within seconds, she saw Jungkook coming in with a tired face. She went to him, taking the bag to talk to him. Why are you late, Jungkook? Do you know how much I have been waiting for you? One please, he said in a frustrated tone. The car got punctured. I'm already frustrated. Don't let me speak more. I'm tired. He was going upstairs towards the bedroom while pouted. He always says this, busy, tired, or something else. I need to tell him anyway. Otherwise, his brother might make a scene with me, which is disgusting. Saying this, she went behind him to follow, not stopping herself. Where is Jungkook? The bathroom door opened and she saw Jungkook entering the room, wiping his wet hair. He looked at her but didn't say anything. He just sat down and took his phone to check for any update. Jungkook, shall we talk for a while? Please sleep a little while. Let's talk later. You are always saying later, later, later. If you keep saying it like this, one day you will see me crying, Jungkook. She yelled slightly, which made Jungkook put the phone aside and look at her. Okay, let's talk then. I don't like your brother's behavior, Jungkook. What did you say? I mean, he doesn't know how to politely, and sometimes his behavior is too. May I come in, Mom? Fawn turned back confused and saw me home. Jungkook looked confused as well. Their mom wasn't home, so why did he say Mom? Mom? You know she went grandpa's home, right? I called my sister-in-law Mom, bro. Ryan was shocked by the sudden change in Minho. He had actually heard what she was trying to say, so he intervened immediately. Why are you asking for permission, Minho? This is also your home. But this is your bedroom, and when my sister-in-law is in the room, I should take permission from her. Is he for real? What an act. Do you need anything, Minho? Actually, Mom called me. She said she misses you both. So I came to tell you this. That's it. We miss her too. We'll make a phone call to her tomorrow. Now go and sleep. I'm sleeping. Minho nodded and left. Then Jungkook got up and went to the door, closed it, and turned towards her with a frustrated face. What's your problem, boy? What? Did you see how polite he was? He literally sees you as a mom. Is that bad for you? Jungkook, what are you saying and hearing? Isn't that true? You still don't know anything. He is literally. Shut up, Vahan. Don't disrespect my brother. And not just him, but my family too. He got angry when Vahan called his brother. And he was also angry because he thought she was lying and his brother was innocent. I never disrespect your family, but what but? I can see how polite he was and how he considered you. But you are making him out of to be. Jungkook, please calm down. You're literally making me angry, and how can you expect me to calm down again? He opened the door and left, slamming it behind him. She pouted sadly, staring at the closet door with happy eyes. But how can I prove to him that his brother's fake acting is not real? Why did he even get that angry? She sighed in sadness. Well, how can we be calm when I disrespect his younger brother, whom he loves? Early in the morning, Vine felt a pair of arms wrapping on her waist. She thought it was her husband and placed her hands over his, still half asleep. But something felt off. It wasn't Jungkook's touch. The way the hands were moving over her was different, making her uncomfortable and completely inappropriate. Then she opened her eyes in panic. What the hell were you doing? She pushed him back and got off the bed and moved away from him in panic. But Minho didn't even move. He just crossed his legs and winked at her. Don't you know, baby girl? What I was trying to do. By the way, how was my touch? Get out of my room immediately. Don't you want more touches, baby girl? He got off the bed laughing. Don't shout at me like that, girl. Save the screams for when you are under my soul. Saying that, he left the room, still laughing. Tears fell from her eyes as she started wiping the places where he had previously touched her. but she didn't feel well. She could still feel his dirty touch. She went to the bathroom holding back her tears to scrub her body. Wan went to the guest room to look for Jungkook, but he wasn't there. She realized that he hadn't been home since last night. She had thought he might be sleeping in the guest room, and now she was waiting for him in the living room wiping her tears. I can't hold it back anymore. How can I stay in the same home with Minho? What if it does? What I'm scared of. I want to get rid of him. No, I can't handle this anymore. The front door opened and she felt a sense of safety when she saw Jungkook. She quickly went to him, stopping him before he could head to the bedroom. Jungkook, I need to talk to you. He was feeling frustrated, but still managed to answer her calmly. Not now. It's already 9 a.m. and I need to go to the office. He was about to pass me, but she yelled at him desperately, feeling that if she missed this chance, there would be no other way for her. No, Jungkook, you need to listen to me now. What the hell do you want right now? Why are you stopping me? We need to separate from this home. What did you say? He couldn't believe what she had just said. Yes, I don't want to live in this home with your family. I want to live separately. What the heck are you saying? Did you lose your mind? I can't live separately from my home. Then we both will live in this home. Just the two of us. No one else should be with us. But the damn hell, that's not going to happen. What's your problem with living with us all together? She wanted to respond, but she couldn't because she was concerned about Mrs. John. Answer me what the issue we have with being all together. Maybe she doesn't like us, bro. It's okay. I leave this home. You would play happy. Jungkook saw his brother coming toward him with a sad face. Hwan's blood boiled at the sight of him, but she was controlling herself. No, Minho. Why should you leave your own home? If she doesn't want, then she should leave, not you. What did you say? I'm not saying anything bad here. I'm saying what you want. You should live here. If you don't want, then you can live. If I leave, then our relationship would be separate. He took off his wedding ring and threw it against the wall angrily and shoved it, making Hwan's heart ache badly. She attempted to make him agree for her, but she was speechless now. I can't leave my family or stay away from them. You can leave now, he said, looking somewhere angry, not at her face. Tears fell from her eyes as she still looked at his face, expecting maybe he was saying it in anger. Not with intention, but he didn't even look back at her. Then, while wiping her tears, she took the ring from the floor and left with a broken heart. Then Jungkook looked at her direction as she left. His eyes got wet and he asked himself in a sad tone, did she really leave me? He was getting emotional. No, I won't let her go. I want her. He was about to go, but Minho held his face. No, bro, she just doesn't want our members together. Jungkook was holding back his tears as he sat on the sofa, gripping his head in helpless after being left alone by his wife. Now it's been 2 days since Jungkook didn't go to the office. He had been at home since she left, and his mom finally came back home. She was shocked when Minho told her Hwan left. She went to Jungkook as she wasn't sure what happened that was so bad. She saw Jungkook and was stunned to see him crying near the window. She called him with a cracked voice. When he saw his mom, he broke down like a baby and ran to her, hugged her. She patted his back with concern. Mom, she left me. She really left me. If you really don't want your wife to live, then why did you throw the wedding ring, Jungkook? I didn't mean to do that. I thought if I do it like that, it would scare her, just to make sure she would stay with me. She can't leave me, but she chose to leave me anyway. Jungkook, stop crying. You should have listened to her at the time. Mom, how can I listen to her? She literally wanted to separate me from both of you. There must be something behind it. Go and talk to her. Maybe she wants you, but doesn't want to be here with us. But why? As a woman, I am suspicious of her about this. Go and talk to her. Mom? She left her family and came to live with us after marriage. It's not easy to stay away from any family, Jungkook. So she knows how much it hurts to stay away from family. But still she asked me to leave. It means there is a big reason behind it, rather than just wanting to separate. Right, Mom? There must be something else behind her words, right? Mrs. John nodded, furrowing her eyebrows. Mom, I need to talk to her about this right now. He took his phone and ran from the room. Just a few minutes later, Jungkook went to Ryan's parents' home, hoping he would saw everything. But when he reached her home, he stopped in front of the house because he saw his brother's car parked there. He thought maybe Minho had come there to ask Ryan to come back home for his elder brother. But he heard a broken noise from inside the house. Then he saw someone chasing Ryan, and Ryan was running away from him, screaming for help. Jungkook ran inside. She bumped into her husband, but Minho and Jungkook were stunned to see each other suddenly. Ryan was crying and asking for help, but when she saw her husband's face, she was speechless. What's going on here, Ryan? Bro, it's nothing. I was just... Shut up. I didn't ask you. He roared at his brother, clearly understanding everything, but in the corner of his heart, he couldn't believe how his own brother could do something to his wife. Ryan was holding back her tears, struggling to say how he could do something inappropriate like that. Is my brother forcing you? He asked with a cracked tone, hoping it would be a lie, saying in his mind, please don't tell me that. Then she looked back at Minho, who was warming her with a dead glare. But she wasn't scared because her husband was beside her. So she nodded. In that moment, Jungkook immediately broke the hug and kicked Minho, not even considering what. Bro, stop it. How shameless you are to lay your eyes on your brother's wife. He punched Minho in the stomach, making Minho groan in pain. He smashed Minho's back against the wall and hit him angrily until Minho started bleeding. So please forgive me. I will never do this again. Ryan, please, I'm sorry. He beat him again, making Minho fall to the ground. Can you damn sorry fix my wife? What would have happened to her if I hadn't come at the right time? Tears fell from Ryan's eyes while her husband screamed and beat Minho for her. Bro, please stop. I'll die if you don't stop beating me. Mom wouldn't know if she knew. In anger, Jungkook didn't hear him and took a chair to hit him. But when he was about to strike, one stopped him. Jungkook, no, your mom shouldn't know anything. Please leave him. No, I'll kill him. I said no, right? Killing isn't a solution. Stop it. He's your own brother after all. She held back, making him silent. Then she looked back at Minho with a disgusted expression. Get out of my home immediately. Minho couldn't stand up, but he was scared his brother could kill him at any second in anger. So he got up and using the bar for support and walked away from her home. While he was bleeding, but Jungkook shouted at her. Why didn't you tell me this? Do you think your husband is useless? He can't even protect you? I tried to tell you times. But you didn't listen to me because of your work frustration. I thought I would tell you later. But when you misbehaved with me while you weren't home, I decided to tell you, but your mom called me at that moment. I remember her health and mental health. I knew how much it would hurt you if I told you about your brother. You would beat him, and your mom wouldn't bear it. You and your brother would separate, which could break your mom. Since you both mean a lot to her, I choose to cause her a little pain rather than deal with this uncomfortable situation. I thought I could live separately with you, away from your brother, which would be better than making you both separate. You didn't agree with me that day. You even threw the wedding ring, which broke my heart. Letting her know how much she meant to him, he broke the kiss and made eye contact intensely and told her why he broke the ring, with what intention, and how much he was suffering because of it. Then she understood as he apologized, and he saw his wedding ring tied in her chain. Please wear my ring again. I promise I will never let this happen to you again. I'll protect you. She nodded and took the ring from the chain and placed it on his ring finger. I'm sorry, I should have spent my time with you every day. We can't continue like this. We can't be separated like this. It's okay, Junko. No, I'm sorry. She kissed his lips, making him silent. She rested her head against his. It's okay. But don't tell your mom about this. I also didn't tell my parents. And they will come here tomorrow. As you say, he pecked her lips.